What is the crack, ladies and gentlemen? It's Gibboeire here in another episode of World of Warcraft in the Kronos 2 server. Hey, how you doing? Okay, so I did Hearthstone and I went back to fucking South Shore, got back there, saw a group going for full clear of SM. Of course, I says, yeah, send me an invite, I'll get me quest done. Got in, there was only 2 players in it, and they were like, alright, we're gonna start running now. And I was kind of going, why? You know, don't we want to wait for like the rest of the group? And then they were like, no, because we don't need one, because you know, we have a level 60, so yeah. So I raced them here, and I got here first, so fuck you guys. They went through the Western Plaguelands, I didn't, and I even stopped to look at things, and I still managed to beat them here, so hey. So I guess now the only mission is to not die, pretty much, while this fucking thing clears everything. I don't really need any loot from it. I pretty much only need the I pretty much only need the old the quest mobs killed, because that's all there is to it now. One multi-shot and this fucker will probably clear the fucking room. So now it's just basically a case of providing support for this hunter while it just destroys absolutely everything. So, good guy Hunter helping us out here. That means I'm going to get my quest finished anyway, very, very fast. So when I come back, I'll probably be at the next boss and I'll be getting all... just looking. Right? Warrior isn't doing that, and then the Hunter does something. And when the Hunter's not doing anything, then the Warrior does something. I'm not 100% certain. But look, he's doing stuff, he's not. Just watch. Doing stuff he's not. Still not doing anything. Not doing anything. Auto attacking. Moved up. Not doing anything. Actually starting to do moves. Neither doing anything. This is now doing nothing, so he's not doing nothing. He's not even looting or anything, do you know what I mean? I think this may be the same person on 2 accounts. Not that I really fucking care. I think that is against the rules to do it at the same time. Is that not similar to multiboxing? Heyo, what can you do? Leave her to it. Him, it, person to it. I don't know, I don't really mind. Whatever. That is against the rules as far as I'm aware, but yeah. Yeah, you can definitely see now that, like, even though that there's loot there in front of him, he just stopped attacking while this one ran around and pulled everything. Now this one is moving up and this one isn't doing anything. I don't know, it just seems strange. There's no conclusive proof here, by the way. There's no actual kind of like absolutely guaranteed that this is the same person on both accounts. But, yeah, what can you do? I don't really care about it either, it's not really my problem. I think it's against the rules as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty certain it is. But, heyo, what can you do? Speaking of like multi-boxers, my first ever encounter with a multi-boxer, or whatever you want to call it, or like a person that runs multiple accounts at once, was playing Ultric Valley back in the fucking day, when I was playing for the Horde. And back when it was like actually like a battle and people like actually spent a couple of hours playing it, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't just kind of rush, cap all the points and get out of there. And I remember seeing 4 like kind of shamans lining up. And I was thinking to myself, Jesus, what the fuck? They're all popping down their totems and everything at the same time. And then they all chain lightning the shit out of the Alliance players coming towards us. And literally blew away about 4 players in one shot. And it was one of the most badass things I've ever fucking seen. And that was really cool. But that was obviously an abuse of the whole thing with the multi-box and all that type of shit. And of course, by that consequence, is bad. But that was my first ever experience of seeing it anyway. Right, anyway, I'm going to go back in a minute once we get this kind of shit cleared. So, oh man, I just realised his pet's name is Adolf. Fuck. Yeah, throughout this entire dungeon, as long as that hunter's in combat, the warrior doesn't react. I absolutely confirmed this is the same person playing on 2 separate accounts. I think that is against the terms of service, so I hope I haven't gotten you in trouble by showing this video, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, what double account? I've seen him moving loads of times. Did that cover it? It did. It totally did. I'm not going to edit this out. I want you guys to know where I got the fucking shit from, so, like, I'm not going to affect my footage now because I've ended up in the group. I suppose, like, I should take the moral high ground and I could have potentially left the group, but like, I've already started recording, I'm already in, and it took me a boss to kind of fully establish in my mind what was going on. And I'm only really confirming it in my head now, so... Don't want to really fuck up my progress in terms of the series, if you know what I mean. I don't know, like, just because this person may be potentially breaking the terms of service of the Kronos server, like, by using 2 accounts once at the same time. I don't think they're actually botting. Like, I think it's just that he has one open in one window and one open in another window, and it's just helping his character through using another one of his characters. I think that's pretty much exactly what's happening. And I'm not too sure about what the stance is on that. Like, does that count as multiboxing, or what is it? Like, I don't really actually know. I'm unsure of how that falls in the rules. I think multiboxing requires a program that allows you to run. Yeah, you see, like, the other one isn't even following us now because it's just the hunter is basically just grinding all the way through. Multiboxing allows you to run several several accounts all at once, binding like the controls all through the one thing. So it means if you do one thing on one account, it does it on every other account. Whereas what he's having to do is he's probably having to alt tab out each time, open up the window. So he's probably playing with WoW windowed, and then is controlling his characters then that way. Because you'll never see both of them move at the same time. You'll see one and then the other. So he like hopscotches it across. Like another thing that it could be, and this is something that me and my friends would do back in the day as well. Not necessarily boosting each other through dungeons, but if I was over at my friend's house and I was having a beer or something like that, and we were running a dungeon, and they went off for a piss, I would move their character up in the dungeon. So maybe these two guys are friends, and one is like, help me level on account, I need to do it really fast. Sure, we'll run you through a few dungeons together. And maybe the other friend is like, shit, do you know what? I'm actually going to go order some fucking food. You get it started there while we go through, and then I'll take over then once I get back. You just kind of hop back and forth between the two laptops. That could be another thing that's happening as well. So it doesn't necessarily mean something sinister is actually going on, or that it's against the rules. However, I haven't read them because I never intended on actually breaking said rules, so it's not something that I've looked up, so I don't really care. But it is interesting and it's cool to see a different kind of thing going on, I guess, something unusual. And I suppose we're benefiting from it here as well. We're getting our quest done nice and efficiently thanks to having a level 60 here helping me out, so pretty sweet. Don't know about the name at all for your pet though, but just saying. Yeah, the hunter dodged the attack, but the warrior didn't. Definitely. Oh, of course I get cheaped at like the last second. And now the warrior is following the hunter, so definitely the same player. I might ask now in a second, and just kind of because I'm intrigued. No, I won't. I won't rock the boat until we have Herod done, so I'll wait till we kill Herod and then I'll ask. Well, shit, when you think about it, I have a fucking laptop there that can run WoW. Like, technically speaking, I could do the fucking same thing. If I wanted to, like, make a twink or something like that, I could boost myself through Deadmines using this character, and just have my other character on the laptop over there, and then just follow myself around. Realistically speaking, though, I haven't got the effort for that shit, so what I would really do was I would give a beer to one of my friends and be like, look, I bought you a beer, now just make sure you move this fucking thing around with me and don't die. And my friends would probably be like, yeah, okay, whatever, fine, yeah. Sorry if any of you watched that, by the way, but I would use you in that fashion. I'm also fortuitous in that most of my friends have some form of video game experience as well, but not only that, a lot of them have actually played WoW too, so that would probably help. Still trying to get you guys to start fucking playing this shit, by the way, please. Please! There are other games in the world than League of fucking Legends. God. Anyway, bleh. I've been asked to use crippling poison because of the annoying runners. Jeez, I'm nearly gonna fucking ding as well after this shit. Yeah, like, he just turned around and numlocked this, so... Oh, shit. He just turned around and numlocked into the wall when there was a load of shit pulled, like, is absolutely the same guy. Oh, nearly went down. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, up another level. Good sus. Okay, here we are.
I've been waiting.
All I need to do is not get whirlwinded. I guess I'm good. That's pretty much it. I just need to not get whirlwinded and I'm good. Win-win, GG, easy, no problem. Oh yeah, he's losing his shit again. Let's get away from that. Hopefully he's on the ball now to catch the mobs coming in.
I need to get closer.
The 8 million of them. Sorted. Agreed. And I will vendor it. Out of interest. One player on two accounts, right? Now that I have my shit done. Is separate comps or running it windowed? Little up face. Sweet. You need help for the I get you. Do you know, I will just run the last bit just to help out. Sure, like, why not? There's the tabard. I thought that was a green, as if we had to roll on it, but oof. Oh, there is. There we go. Iridescent hammer, greed. Yep. Elixir, silk cloth, stoneman brie, silk cloth, 61, wool cloth, doobadoo. This is like, so this is basically like the equivalent of, like, you know, when you're walking around or something like that and you see like a shirt and you're like, man, this shirt is like so fucking cool. Look, it's got these like 4 L's on it, you know what I mean? Man, it's so fashionable. And you put it on and you're walking around and then before you know it, you're walking by somebody and they just start pointing at you and screaming in fury because you don't realize that you just put on a swastika shirt because you'd never heard of, like, you know, fucking Nazism or like that before. So they randomly drop like a Scarlet Crusade tabard. You're like, I'm killing these guys, but it's a really fashionable tabard. I'll just wear it. You just be walking around, and then, you know, suddenly somebody would see you like, you killed my whole family, and you're walking around with this shit. Yeah, bud, work away. Okay. I'll go through the Cath run anyway, because why not? You never know, there might be some kind of fucking loot that might drop that may be useful to me. I don't think running it on 2 windows is against the terms of use. I don't think. Because it's not multi-boxing and running, or it's not running a bot. It's a human that just happens to be running 2 accounts simultaneously, which is just a shitload of fucking, like, multitasking, but not necessarily breaking the rules. I don't think. Well, this person is getting a sandwich. I may actually look that up. And I guess you have to think like it's private server rules. It's not actually Blizzard rules. So, hang on, 2 seconds. I'm gonna pause this. Hey, so I checked. I'm not gonna get this person in trouble. It's perfectly acceptable. Absolutely perfectly acceptable. It actually says all tabbing between multiple clients is acceptable so long as it's not in Battlegrounds. 1 second. Yeah, no, definitely it's not against the rules. I read it. I read it just to make sure I didn't just read to Battlegrounds and then just totally skip instances. Yeah, no, what he's doing is perfectly acceptable. Well, nothing wrong with it, and we're just getting a free boost out of it as well, so why not? We did get a talent point as well, by the way. Let's fire this into something down here. We're going to get our weapon expertise up that much more. Yeah, boy. And then very, very soon we're going to get Adrenaline Rush. So Adrenaline Rush is when we get our energy rate increased by 100% for 15 seconds. I think that means every second or two we're going to get 40 energy? We get 20 at the moment, so we would get 40 by that logic. Which means it's double basically what we're going to be getting. Which is great. Absolutely fucking great. What I used to like to do was, when I was dungeoning in, raiding in Nax in Wrath of the Lich King, and this is when Fan of Knives first came out, was when you pulled like all the big groups of mobs, and there'd be like 40 or so mobs on you guys, but they would be easy squishy mobs, and you could easily AoE them down. I would pop Adrenaline Rush and just keep spamming Fan of Knives. I would take the whatever it was, the glyph or whatever, to get the extra 20 energy or whatever the fuck it was that you could do that with. And in doing so, allowed me just fucking spam this AoE. And I topped fucking, like, all the fucking DPS meters that way. And, like, it was badass and it was cool. But it was just a one move trick that you could do every kind of 2 or 3 minutes. So you couldn't really do it that often or consistently. And eventually people would catch up to you. And then you'd do it again and the damage would explode and all. And it was pretty fucking cool. Very, very, very cool move. You could also do the same thing then with Blade Flurry. You could have that on the go along with Adrenaline Rush and then just spam moves out as well. And you could do that intermittently in between. And that would help you keep your DPS up while then where you were going. Very, very fun. It was a very fun class to play at that time. I like playing as rogues. They're good crack. And I liked it when they did get that AoE. It was definitely something that they were lacking. But rogues were always good for the single target DPS, whereas other classes like mages and shit like that were really good at both dicks. No, mages were always really good at like AoE damage, and hunters, again, hunters were kind of good at fucking everything as well. So you know what? Fuck you guys. Rogues kind of got shit on. We needed Fan of Knives, okay? There is no justifying it. Deal with it. We're gonna get straight back into now, so... My bear meat soul! I just felt it was important that you know. Yeah, fuck it, we wiped. Shit happens. I thought about the first aid books, by the way. And I realised that when you buy the cooking one, it's because to get the cooking one, it's in the back arse of nowhere, and it's a real inconvenience to get it. But to get the one that I put up, you just fly up the South Shore. Or fucking Arathi, Refuge Point, and you just walk in. Like, it's not that hard, it's not tricky to get it, there's no secret to it, like. So, unless you're really lazy like me, you're not going to pay for that. So I may not be able to sell those, so that might be a difficulty. We may have to lower the price. We'll figure it out as we go. Or I could just be stubborn and I could just leave them up and then eventually some godshite will buy them and it'll be grand. I have now run out of inventory space and we are now limited in what we can now loot.
They must be.
Well, we're about to finish up here now. This dude crashed. I was just gonna leave, to be honest with you. I don't need this dungeon, so I didn't really fancy sticking around, but why not? Also, a puppy decided to move in. He's a sleepy slug. What time is it? What about 11? Oh, shit. He's a sleepy slug, and he's decided he's sleeping here this evening. He does that, by the way, and he hogs the covers. He's a little bit of a jerk. Don't let the cuteness fool you. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you just put me to sleep again, you jerk. That tong, da tong, tong, tong. Jesus, that's really revealing. Like a religious woman. There we go. I am getting hit like a train. Gone. Out of here. Okay. Well, she's immune to that shit, so that sucks. But have a nice big old crit, friend. There you go. Don't think she dropped anything, actually. Or maybe it won't drop until we kill this dude here, but... whatever. Okay, that's fine. Get shivved, get shanked. Nearly there. Get it! Got it! Come on! Yeah. Oh yeah, no, she won't drop loot until you kill him. Good one for his warrior there. And also a good one for his... oh, well, not really for the warrior, but hey. Wouldn't do me any good anyway. Although, 7 stamina. Like, unless you had agility on it. No, it doesn't. Okay. Cheers, bud. Buds. Winky face. Take it easy, pal. Okay, we're gonna make our way out of here. We're gonna Hearthstone the thing. Yeah. We're gonna Hearthstone the Shout Shore, and we're gonna hand in this quest, and we're gonna get this really awesome dagger. I just had to increase the volume there for you guys. Isn't that right, Biscuit? You ready for some super epic loot, Piggy? No, okay, you just want to sleep and be a lazy bones, okay. Right, let's see. Let me see. He's upstairs, is he not? He is. Things sold as well, so we're going to check and see what actually sold and how much we've made. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be able to auction house or vendor now at the moment as well. Lots of greens and shit. Some of them may not be useful, so... Okay, so now we come down to a dilemma. Do we take the Sword of Serenity, which gives us 30 DPS, which is going to be 2 swords on the go, which, you know, with the human skill for swords, plus if I put 5 points into that yoke, give me a 5% chance of getting a double swing at each of my swords could dramatically increase my DPS output. However, the stats leave a little bit to be desired. 9 stamina is not to be sniffed at. 4 spirit, not really much fucking use. This would increase my DPS by 6 or 7. 6 and a bit. 6 and a bit. 6.7. However, it will also give me the chance to send a shadowy bolt that will cause 30 damage, which will proc probably fucking rarely, but it's essentially the same DPS, but I would be losing the stamina. But I don't necessarily need the stamina. So I believe that the dagger, unfortunately, or fortunately, is actually our best choice. The sword just... It's slow as well. It's 2.2. Whereas the dagger is much faster. Yeah, there's no doubt about it in my mind. This is clearly the better choice for us. We've now replaced our knife, and we have a decent dagger, which looks badass, may I add. So now we look like a proper good one, you know. Excellent. We also got 6,500 experience for that. So that was pretty good for us there. We managed to ding, and we actually got 6,500 experience for after getting our new knife, and we've now finished off with SM. Are there any things here that are soulbound? Yes, this is soulbound, and any other blue crap that dropped for us that is soulbound. Couple of things did. We got the illusionary rod, which is soulbound. The dog whistle, 3 charges. I'm not going to use it. It's soulbound. Let's sell it. Any other soulbound shite here? I don't see anything else, so the rest of it is going to end up on the auction house. So now I'm going to fly my way down to Stormwind, and I'm going to put a bit of investment into the auction house to see if we can get anything out of it on a return. We got some bear meat there. That's all. That's excellent. We are 29.48 0.58 fucking maths. 0.58 silver away from, or 29.58 gold from our mount being able to afford it, and we are also 1 level from that as well. So now I need to basically channel my entire attention into generating gold over the next episode. Pretty much. The rest of this episode now has to be dedicated to making gold in order to ensure that when I ding in the next episode or 2, that I have enough gold in order to be able to purchase my mount straight away and celebrate good times. Come on! Okay, I just put absolutely fucking everything up for sale there, and I am vendoring 2 things. I am vendoring the lesser thing and the iridescent hammer because it's not worth shit. According to the value, anyway, by the auction house. I would rather get the 450 than waste the... let's repair stuff while we're... I would rather get the 450 than waste putting money into a deposit on something that's never gonna fucking sell. There's no point. We sacrificed about 2 gold in terms of deposits on everything we put up, and I put a lot of shit up. I'll show you guys now. Okay, so this is all the stuff that was still up. We've been undercut by 60 silver and all these, by the way, by about 10 people, so we ain't going to sell any of them this time around, but I'll leave them up on the off chance. We put everything from the silk down is what we're after putting up. As you can see, it's a substantial amount of fucking items, and if even 50% of that sells, it'll get us pretty much halfway through the 15 gold of what we're going to need. That is a total overestimation of what we might get out of that in terms of a return. I'm now going to fly down to Booty Bay. I'm going to see what the crack is in terms of... Hey, we sold that as well. I'm going to see what the crack is in terms of quests and shit that we can get done down there. And then I'm going to make my way back to Stranglethorn, the top end of it anyway, the tip, in order just to be able to continue my questing there and continue to farm leather, which is going to be probably my main source of income now in the next little while. I am going to get an absolute shit ton of leather together. Probably make a lot of Hillman's cloaks until the green version of it goes grey. If you understand, when this goes grey, I'll probably stop. That'll probably be enough to get me the guts of what I need in terms of return for our quest item. It'll also mean that I'm not necessarily wasting the leather. It is actually being used to up my skill. Not necessarily the most efficient way, but it's the way that's probably going to get me the fastest return for money immediately. which is what is the most important thing to me at this moment in time. I can farm more leather later. What's this? That looks quite good, actually. That's got 15 agility on it. Nice. Right. Anyway, back in a moment once we get down to Ratchet. So, not Ratchet, Booty Bay. Boot. Shut up. Okay. As you can probably hear, there's another person in the room. Say hi.
Hello.
Was that it?
Hello.
Into the camera. That thing. This is the Cuban guy. I'm gonna go play some League with him now, but before we do that, I'm just gonna go hand this fucking quest in. We jump down here. Can I jump off that? Are you getting the nostalgia buzz? Look, vanilla WoW, man. You should play it. You're a fucking creep. Alright, Grant. I'm gonna jump down here before I end up punching this dickhead in the fucking face and hand this quest in, and then we're probably gonna wrap this episode up here because I'm going to stream some League. Yeah! Enthusiasm. Where's your enthusiasm? That was great. He's not normally this fucking stupid, but there you go. Right, here we go. Where are these? Stranglethorn. Zanzel's Secret. Oh, that's something about killing trolls from what I remember. Man, the nostalgia here. You're not getting it. Look, do you remember questing in Stranglethorn and having the fucking...
I hate Stranglethorn.
Actually,
I never quested in Stranglethorn.
Did you not?
Never.
What is a rogue trainer here? I didn't know that. There's so many moves I can't buy because I'm saving all my gold for fucking the mount. I'm literally about to turn 40. I got my exalted rep with fucking Stormwind, so I saved 10 gold. Remember that shit? Alright, here's a quest. Right, we'll hand this shit in. Krazik's Crockpot. Or Crackpot. I see an ingenious piece of work. Fucking... Where do you want to plug your laptop in? You can put the board on that, or fucking...
Where the board is.
Oh, is it not here? Oh, shit. That might be downstairs, then. Shit, let me wrap this up and then fucking I'll gotta grab that shit for you. Krazik's thing. Complete the quest. Oh, yeah. Check there. Okay. Oh, and this now we need the Bloodstone ore. I forget where I need to get it, but you know what? I'm just gonna grab all the fucking quests while we're here, and I'm gonna read them when I get into the next one. Don't gank me, you fucking dicks. I don't think they would. No, there's bouncers here. We're good.
Hurry back!
Yeah, let's grab all of these quests.
Keep it real! Talk to
And
me!
I'll worry about reading them later.
I could help!
But I just want to... Oh, we got another quest that we can hand in here. Baron
awaits.
Yoki, motherfucker. Find the haunted isle for Baron Yoki, motherfucker. Okay, that's grand. Right, you're done. And there's a dude with a quest down here, so we can go grab this as well. Don't die. Don't die. We're good. Success! Right. Private here. Loads. He wants Acris Reed. Acris Reed. I could buy my Bloodstone ore now, is what I could do. Just a little puppy. Is he doing? Is he getting all excited because there's someone else in the house? Okay, we'll get the blood. That should be enough for it. Oh, man, dickheads. People putting shit up for extortionate prices. That's so fucking rude. Yeah, that's right. You swing a big lump of wood at the dog there now and freak him out. That sounds so bad. Right, I'm going to wrap this episode up here, guys. So this has been Gibboeire, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like down below and possibly consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns about anything that happened in this video, like why the fuck is this dickhead waving a piece of wood around the fucking thing behind me, or what am I going to do to get rid of one of these quests, I reckon we're actually probably going to abandon this one because we can pick that one up later on. Okay, leave them down in the comment section down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Take care, Handy. Bye-bye!